Hey, how you doing? This is John Brown with another episode of Black Coffee here. We're here with my man Jason, and we're going to chop it up with him and see if we can, answer some of his questions he may have in relationship to his children, trying to get to the next level.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing? Thank you for having me, Mr. Brown. I appreciate you.
So you out of Chino?
Yeah, out of Chino, originally from the Long Beach, Compton area.
Okay.
Right now.
What you got? Boys, girls? What we talking about? What we got here?
Got three boys, three football players.
Love it. How old? What's the ages?
3 4 players. I got my oldest son is 19. He's in college right now.
Mm-hmm.
I got my middle boy. He just turned 18. He's a senior, and I got my baby boy who's 15. He's a sophomore.
Love that.
Yeah.
What position we talking?
Wide receiver.
All of them?
All of them play wide receiver.
Yes, you're doing what I did.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. You set the pathway with it, man. You set the ground flow.
Love that. What college? Let's start with the oldest. What college is he going to?
He's at the University of Washington right now.
Oh, so he's a baller. What high school did he go to?
He went to start out at Long Beach Poly. Started at Long Beach Poly, and then he ended up ending his career at San Juan Hills when I moved out here. And his mom moved out here. He must
be real.
Yeah. He real deal, man. He's a route runner. Hell of a route runner, man.
Yeah, they real. What about the 18-year-old?
They going to Sarah High School in Gardena.
Okay.
So they over there. And my youngest one is with them, too, on varsity. The middle one, the 18-year-old one, he'll be in college next year. Got a lot of offers, got a lot of looks. And, man, just looking at seeing what you did with your team.
Man, I love that. So hit me with some questions. What you got for me?
All right, what I wanted to ask you, and it was a big question, and the main thing was, when did it click for what you got going with your three, being receivers, all different three? When did it click? The DNA, the work habit, the understanding that the distractions got to be taken away. No dream killers around. Mm-hmm. All of that. When did it click as a unit for your three boys, and they all start being on the same page? Because I know they're all three different.
Well,
how did they click?
3, 4, 5 years old, they was all aboard at that young age because they didn't know any difference. They look up to you as dad, and they believe everything you tell them. So when you say, "Hey, this is what we're doing. This is what it is," they believe it. So once you start instilling that in your kids at a young age, the younger the better, that's all they know and that's all they believe. Yes. So it's been like that since they were like 3, 4, and 5.
Damn.
Yeah, because I've been talking this talk for a long time. All them parents and people say, let them do what they want. No, that's bullcrap. They do what I tell them to do because they're too young. And if you tell your kids, look, we train you to go to the NFL, they believe you. And they think, well, that's what he told me. And my dad wouldn't lie to me, so that's what we're doing. So you must have been doing something right. Are they not on the same page?
Yeah, no, they all on the same page. What I'm dealing with now, and that's lead on to my next question is, how were you able to keep the distractions away? Because we all know the higher the level, you're dealing with different devils. They say the higher the level, the different devils. How are you as the leader, as the breadwinner, as the protector and the security force for your boys? How are you able to even teach them to keep the distractions away and keep the main thing the main thing?
Now, again, when they were young, I always lined them up, biggest to smallest. I would say, what did I tell you about girls? They're dream killers, Papa. And I would say that every day. And they would repeat it every day. So it was embedded in them for so many years. So and then as they got older, I said, look, of course you're going to start dating girls. It's okay to date girls here and there, but don't get all crazy and, fall in love and do all that. And it's hard to control the heart. I understand that. But I always told them that. Try to, like you just said, keep the main thing the main thing. Don't lose control. Don't get crazy. So they never really was too super girl crazy until they hit high school, but they never lost their minds.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it had something to do with the type of schools they went to. You know, not that guys at Servite or Old Lutheran or Mater Dei didn't like girls, they did, but it's not like public schools. It seems to me the main interest is maybe girls and not school. And in private schools, the main thing is education, then girls.
I agree.
You see, so those private schools, they're good for certain things, and that's the keeping kids focused, because most kids are of like-minded in the same school. Most kids that go to private schools are trying to learn something. They're not trying to just chase girls, and they can chase girls, but make sure they know don't get out of control with that. You know.
Yes.
So which one of your boys is out of control? Sound like somebody losing a little bit.
Hey, no, my you know
that little one. It's probably the little one.
Hey, that little one, you know, he's going to the 10th grade, and I will say this: I started young with him. It started young with him. You know, of course, I started after you, so we would do pretty much a lot of things that you guys did, not knowing that you already had did it, and then I would start researching the things that you did.
Oh yeah.
You know, we start buying the cane protein.
You got a jug machine?
Yeah.
You got a jug machine?
Yes.
Damn. Shit.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let's start over. Hold on, dog. What's your kid's last name?
Robinson.
I gotta watch out for now. Writing that down.
They call them the Robinson boys.
Yes. Okay.
They call the Robinson boys.
I'm gonna watch out for them boys.
Yeah, I will hear different stories and talk to different people that have been around your boys and yourself. And for instance, talk to one young man, and he was saying when Almond Rock, when he was young, he would go to workouts. When kids would try to talk to him and Osiris, they would just stop kids right away. Like, man, we didn't come here to do that. We come here to work. We don't want a part of no conversation.
They wouldn't talk to nobody. They were like, in my opinion, they were kind of like robots. You know, not that I told them to be robots, but they'll walk to the gym. I'll never forget it. And one of their friends would say, okay, I want to work out. Papa, so-and-so want to work out with us today. I said, all right, you sure he wants to do this? Because this ain't for everybody. Okay, bring his ass up in here, right? So he come in the gym. As soon as they walk in the gym, they stop talking to him. No conversation. They just grab weights and start driving that iron. Wop, 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 until we finish. Wow. Then they'll talk to him. They wouldn't say a word. Wow. Wouldn't say hi, bye. If you get move. It's my set. That was it.
Man, so
that's how they were.
They was built-in machines already.
Yeah, machines. Yeah, from day one. And I believe you gotta have your sons training hard.
Yes.
And how to say this? I have certain trainers that will say our form is not good. Oh, his form is not good. That's because they don't know what they're talking about. You understand? But you gotta get strong. Your kids gotta get strong. I mean, hell, if you're running track and you're running a quarter and you do the first 100 good, first 200 good, by the time you hit that last 100, come around that curve, that monkey jump on your back. When you're doing the first 100, you have perfect form.
Yes.
200, perfect form. By the time you hit 300 yards and you get ready to turn that corner, that monkey jump on your back, your form goes away. And you're struggling to get around that corner, trying to make it down that stretch. Now, a track coach wouldn't say to you, your form is bad, so stop running. The quarter's not for you. No. When that monkey get on your back, you got to keep running every day to get that slowly but surely. That monkey will get off your back. Same thing with weightlifting. When you start out lifting, you do it as nice form as you can. But when it gets heavy and you get tired and that monkey gets on your back, you don't have the same form. You may rock, you may twist, you may pull, you may jerk, but that's okay.
Yes.
That's how you get bigger and stronger.
Yes.
These other idiots, I don't know what they doing and what they talking about. So your boy's got to be strong, because remember this. When I'm talking to you, I'm talking about what they got to do to get to the NFL. Mm-hmm. I ain't talking about college.
Yes.
They already look. One boy's in college. The other boy got offered, so he's going to college. The third one's said he's going to college. Who cares about college?
Yeah.
We're trying to get to the league. What do they got to do to get to the league?
Correct.
Now, I'm telling you right now, don't send them to Washington and think they got a great receiver coach. That receiver coach is going to get him to the league where he can stay in the league. No. You got to get him there. You got to get him there. The coach is just, look, let's say any school, any university, there's some good coaches there, but they don't have time just to work on your son. They don't have time just to concentrate on your son. Every kid in every college needs to improve.
Yes. He
don't have time to look at your kid and go, okay, man, Robinson, this is what you need to do. But if he was willing to live in your house, live in his dorm room, and put everything into him, yes. But they don't have time to do that. You got to get your boys to the league. Yes, you got to stay on top of them. You got to make sure after practice they're catching 200. They can't do 202 because that's what we do. So they got to be better than our mind. They got to do 206 at least. They got to catch 206 balls after every practice. They got to be running little route trees or some little cone drills to keep their feet right. You have to do it. You have to tell them. You got to tell them what to eat.
Correct. Yes.
Now I went to shit. Don't get me wrong. I like USC, but man, I went down there. Now they had a girl as a nutritionist. Now I'm against that. I don't care if people ain't gonna like it, but I don't give a care. I don't care. I don't like that because I don't know no girls are trying to gain 200 pounds, get to 220, or to bench 400 pounds. I don't know no girl who try to do that and try to be a personal trainer or a nutritionist.
Yes.
So if you ain't never done it, and that's the same thing for a guy. You could have a fat guy as a trainer down there and don't know what he's doing. As their father, you need to tell them to eat red meat. My point is, after the games at USC, they would come out. I would wait for my son. Guess what he had in his hand? A bag of Chick-fil-A.
Oh, man.
Listen to me.
Oh,
There's a reason they call it Chick-fil-A. They don't call it Dude Filet. You understand?
Yeah.
There's a reason they call it Chick-fil-A for girls. Don't mean your boy can't be eating chicken. You got to make sure So when I saw that, I said, look here, partner. You got to make sure you're eating right.
Yes.
So for your sons to get to the next level, we're talking about physically, they got to be right, strong.
Right.
And now the route running, they got to always enhance that. Because not all the coaches at all the schools know how to run routes.
Right.
Most of the coaches, I've been around a lot of them from all levels. They was somebody's friend. Maybe they were a quarterback coach. Maybe they were a lineman and they just got the job. What they really know about route running?
Come on now.
They know they know their scheme. They can teach you their lesson plan, and that's why they're there. Sir. But they can't get your sons. If you're in the NFL, they can't make them all pro. Mm-hmm. You got to do that.
You're right. You're right.
Your job don't end when they get to college. I'm telling you now.
I know.
So how your boys getting to Sarah? That's a long drive.
Their mom and me, we work as a good team. Fortunately, we're separated. Mm-hmm. So she got a place. She moved from South Orange County to Torrance. She works at the hospital in Los Angeles as a nurse. Mm-hmm. So we split time. If I wasn't meeting with you today, I'll be picking them up. So I train them. We still in in-season training. A lot of things that you did, in-season training, weightlifting, a lot of things that you did. We're doing the same thing. Like you said before, I don't believe in the wheels stopping. And I wanted to ask you that question. When EQ or Osiris or Amar was playing, and they were in high school or in youth football, when you did your in-season training, would you still do it as hard as you did when they're out of season, or would you still do it moderately?
I would cut it back. During in-season training was like just to maintain, if that makes sense. Maintain their strength, their energy. So I would cut things in half. Gotcha. So if they were doing 4 sets, all they got to do is 2 sets.
Gotcha.
That makes sense? And if they're doing 100 reps of leg extension, we do 50. Just to maintain, because you're not going to get stronger in season.
That's true.
It's almost impossible. So
that's true.
You just want to maintain what they have. And then when season's over with, that's when I say, hey, look, they got to come to my house. Coach, I can't let you touch my boys because this is critical right here. This is critical. You know, no offense, y'all don't know what y'all doing. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. Man. I know what I'm doing. Yes, I was Mr. Universe for a reason. So I know what to do with my boys. Don't worry, I'll bring them back to you. They be ready. I don't make sure they're physically strong. Because when you get to the league, there's a lot of punishment, even in college.
Yes.
So your boy that's 15, how tall is he?
He's 5'10" and a half.
How about the one that's 18?
The one that's 18 is 5'9" and a half.
And
he's smaller.
And the 19-year-old?
He's 5'11".
So they slot guys?
Yes.
They play slot.
You know your football.
Okay.
You know your football, Mr. Brown.
Yeah, so if they're playing slot, that means, how tall are you?
I'm 6'2" and a half.
And your wife?
She's 5'3", 5'4".
Okay,
5'5".
okay. Like I always tell people, you know, you gotta. I mean, it's already done and stuff. But for those who are listening, the DNA, you gotta think about that DNA. Is your wife black?
Yeah.
Okay. Good thing you got two black. You got the blood. You didn't step on it, you know. See, I stepped on it once, and you got to be careful with that. But yours is just pure. You got the black gold running through your veins. All your kids, okay. So they slot guys. So
yes,
they're playing that slot. They got to be able to run them routes, man. Who you working with on routes?
Oh, me. I train my boys from 6 years old to now.
Okay.
All me.
Okay.
It's all in house.
Okay. I would. We mess with. There's a lot of guys out there, good receiver guys. You probably know more than I do about being a receiver because I was a bodybuilder. You probably played football.
Yeah.
And so I took him to Jeff Johnson with elite athletes.
Yeah.
Because
good friend of mine.
Yeah, because I like to see my kids compete against other kids.
Correct.
So we in the garage, even before we got to high school, we in there getting it in, right? We getting it in with them weights. We running in the park. We doing what we got to do. We go to 7-on-7s or work out with guys like Jeff. Why? I want to see where my boys fit at. In competition with kids their age and older, can they destroy them? So I wanted to see that. So that's why I like going to guys like Jeff and other guys that have different programs just to see how my sons fare against other kids his age or older, if that makes sense.
And that was when they was doing a lot of the battles at Dorsey High School at the Mecca, right?
Yeah.
And hey,
you got to do that, man. You want to see where they at. So let them go out and eat with them boys, right? So let me see where you at with them good DBs. And he got college DBs. So I would have my son 15, that 15-year-old, and 18. Oh, he's running against the college guys.
And you know what's so crazy? We went out there a few times. My oldest one did too. And like I said, I got a lot of respect for Jeff. Been a good friend of mine for some time. Played a ball game. He talks very highly of you. One thing I love about Jeff too, Jeff keeps it real. Shall I say inner city? I'm big on the inner city, and I know you are too. I'm big on going back to that inner city, keeping that roots going. I heard you say before, when you lived in Orange County, you will always go from there and go back to Compton and go back to South Central.
Every weekend during the summer, every weekend. We didn't miss. You can go to school out here because they got good education systems. But playing football, learn how to be a dog? No, you got to go to the hood. You got to go to the hood. Shit. Even if your kid is white, Hispanic, or Asian, look, don't tell me the Asian guys, white guys, Hispanic guys can't make it to the league. Yes, they can. Correct. But I just want the mom and dads to know, take your sons to the hood to run with those guys. They may get in a fight. You don't know what's going to happen, but you got to see what your kid's made out of.
Yes, sir.
You got to take them to the hood.
Yes, sir. And it's crazy you said that because now they got different options. They even got to go to L.A. or Watts or Compton. They can go to San Bernardino or Fontana and they get the same work. You know what I mean? It's now is the what should I say is widespread.
Yeah. But they ain't as hard. They ain't hard as LA for some reason. Fontana.
Hey, you know they gonna give you hell for that, John.
I don't care. They, look. They they're a little soft out there. They soft. I know because I live in Orange County. I know. You know, we got a lot of white guys, black. Look, there's a lot of black kids out here who talk white. There's nothing wrong with that. It's good diction. Mm-hmm. Good diction is good. They talk white. They act white. They get soft. Yes. You can be black out here. You know. Look. That shit rubs off on you. You don't even know it didn't happen. You walk around next to you know you're like, hey guys, how are you? And you get slapped in the goddamn head, and your ass ain't even ready because you've been screwing around with all these soft boys. You gotta take them to the goddamn hood. I'm telling you. You gotta take them to the hood. Just being real. Now, look, all you gotta do is your mom and dad ask your son, have you been in a fight before? Most of them out there ain't never been in a fight. How you gonna be a dog and ain't never been in a fist fight? Come on, man. Don't make sense.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think, because I seen this during COVID, I moved my boys, me and their mom, we moved my boys to, we all moved to Houston during COVID. Mm-hmm. It was getting too crazy out here. We moved to Houston. And what I noticed about Texas, man, not saying they got better skill set, because we got some hella receivers, we got some hella DBs, we got some hella quarterbacks, but they eat, breathe, and SHIT football. Do you think at a time like right now, what's going on in California, do you think we got too many things to do, amusement parks?
No, to me, the best athlete come out of California, period.
I agree.
Look, we went all around the country playing football with guys. The guys in Texas, back there, they grow big.
Yeah.
They're just huge. But that don't, look, because you big don't mean you ain't soft.
Hey, say that again.
I saw a lot of them guys big, couldn't bust a grape. Big soft guys.
Come on now.
Okay.
You say measurements don't win games.
No. Huh? And some of the nicest guys I ever met that came out of Texas. But you got some dogs in Texas. You got some dogs in Idaho. You got some dogs in Tennessee, everywhere. You got dogs everywhere. But you got soft guys too. You know what I mean? So just because they come from LA don't mean they all hard. And just because they come from Texas don't mean they all soft. They got some dogs there too. But I can tell you this, the kids in Texas, I don't know what they're eating, but they grow bigger than we do. They must be like
they do.
One generation removed from slavery or something. You know? Because they be looking like some slaves. And because back in the slavery day, they was breeding Africans. They was breeding them. So some of these dudes, I'm like, they just got out of Africa over there like last year or something. They got some big old dudes out there, you know? Big old corn-fed dudes.
They got some pure African DNA,
Man, they got some dudes out there. We don't grow that big out in California.
Yeah.
You know, we're more like you said, skillful. Like all the quarterbacks come from California. A lot of receivers that come from California, you know what I mean? But for some reason, people on the East Coast, they think that we're all surfers. They think we all soft. We ain't nobody soft in LA. Are they out their minds?
No, not at all.
Look, you got, like I said, you got dogs everywhere. I don't care if it's in Hawaii. I don't care if it's in Louisiana. You got dogs everywhere.
Yeah, come on, talk to me.
And you got soft kids everywhere. So
yes, indeed. So how did you, and going for that, how are you the dog that you got in each of your boys, and me having 3 boys, like that's one part that I'm still learning. How are you able to tap into, like with EQ, Osiris, Amara, they got different body builds, and you being a world-class legendary bodybuilder, how are you able to get the output from different type of drills you would do, maybe the bench? So I know probably, let's say EQ was better than the bench than Osiris, but how are you able to get all of them to get they max out for you in the weight room when it came down to putting that pig iron out?
They had no choice. I mean, I put let's go. It's your turn. So in terms of, I don't know if I understand the question exactly right. It's how to bring the dog out. I don't understand what you're asking really.
No, I was saying, was you able to teach each of them weightlifting wise, body wise, because they're all different bodies, all different body styles, all different body types.
Right.
How are you able to get the output, different drills you would give them in the weight room?
In the gym with weights, we all did the same movements.
Okay.
Ain't nobody tall, short doing a different movement. No. We all did the same thing. If we're doing curls like this, we're doing curls like that. If we're doing superset, giant set, whatever we're doing, we're all doing the same thing. So your boy at this 19 at Washington, how much does he weigh?
He's 175, 177, 176.
Okay. He gotta get heavier.
Yeah, they got him on that strong meal plan right now. And they got him like on a 7. I think
careful,
7,000.
Be careful. I just told you. You can't.
I heard you.
Man, listen to me. I don't know what they got him on, but if it's red meat, a lot of red meat, I'll be shocked. I suspect that it ain't.
Yeah.
What's he eating? I wish you can call him up. See what he ate this morning. He's there now?
Probably. Yeah, let me see if I
can call him
up.
Now. Ask him what he ate this morning. They're not feeding him right. Shit, I'm telling you right now. Put that joke on speakerphone.
Yeah, let me get my phone up right now. Let me see. Turn my phone on.
We're going to drill down on this right now.
Hold on. I'm turning my phone on as we speak. I turned it off during the interview.
Yeah, no problem. Right. Shit, we ain't going nowhere. We're trying to get these boys to the league. And ain't no reason all three of them shouldn't be in the league.
Talk to me.
All three, not one, not two, all of them.
Come on now. You talk that alpha dog language. I'm talking with you. And that's real.
Yeah.
I'm getting it right now. I'm putting my phone up. Let me see. I'm turning it on right now. Let me see. Let me get him on the phone. 6:30. They might be in the weight room right now.
They may be. Yeah.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Let me get it right now.
They probably still getting out of meetings.
Yeah, I think so. Because they get their meetings right now since it's in fall camp. They get out about 9:15, 9:20 every day.
Mm-hmm. In the evening. Yeah, okay. So here's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's go from the top. This is what I would do.
Okay.
I'm going to trust you on the route running. How many balls on jug machines?
I know my stuff, John. I know my stuff, man.
When he's at your house, how many balls he catch on a jug machine?
We do 180.
How many times a week?
When he's at my house, we do every day. We don't stop it on.
But if you can get 4 days a week, that's good.
I try to do every day. I know you go to church. We go to church, so I try to
Sunday. So I would 180. You got to do more than that. You can't do 180. Now, it may sound trivial, but trust me, you got to be 206. And you can't do 207. Listen to me. Let's start over. When I say 206, I mean 206. I don't mean 205. I don't mean 207. That's a problem, 207. Why is that a problem? Because you have to instill in their minds that when I say I'm going to do something, I'm doing it. When they do I say 106 and they do 105, now he don't trust himself. Because he said he's going to do 105, 106, and he did 105. No, he can't trust himself. But if he does 106, he trusts himself. You asked me earlier, how did I get him like that? Oh, this is the kind of stuff I used to do. I said, okay, look, they're little kids, 7, 8, 9. I put a calendar on the wall in their bedroom. I said, look, I want y'all to do 100 push-ups every night. And when you do it, sign your name. Now, if you don't do it, don't sign your name.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, they thought it was just for push-ups, but it wasn't for push-ups. Why did I do that? Because when they finish, I go, okay, You know what this means? For the rest of your life, this means for certain, you know if you say you're going to do something, you can do it.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
so if he says you're not going to be around always, Pops, you're not going to be there. And they're going to be at school, and they're going to say, okay, I want to get 1,000 yards. Guess what? He knows when he say he's going to want something, he gets it done. That's why I say, when I say 206, it has to be 206. It can't be 207. It can't be 204. It may sound trivial, but it ain't. Just do what I tell you. And then
206 is what it's going to be.
And then they'll know, and you'll know, when my boys say they're going to do something, they get it done. They know it. Because I trained them that way.
Yeah.
This is part of the training. Little small things like that.
Right.
Now,
You're right.
So he needs to gain
by another 10?
at least 10. Because
By another 10.
Because at the end of the day, he's going to be taking blows. And I would tell him, don't take all them blows. If he knows he can't get away, get down. Be smart. Just get down. Catch the ball, get down.
Yeah.
Catch that sucker and get on down.
Yeah.
So get him up to 10 pounds because then he's a freshman right now. Then he'll be a sophomore, 10 pounds heavier. He don't need to be more than, at his height, no more than 180, 190, 180. He should stay around 190, 185, At his height, I think.
Okay.
But he got to have strong
I
legs.
agree.
It's all about his legs.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to tell you two muscles.
Quads and hammies, huh?
What's that?
Quads and hammies.
Yeah.
You say quad. You say
You
quads and hammies,
do
huh?
hamstring curls?
Oh man, shoot, man, like a motherfucker.
Okay.
Man. Hell yeah.
Okay. So the two biggest muscles on the body are the back and the quads. So he should be doing back and legs a lot. But don't do deadlifts.
Okay. No
Never
deadlifts?
do deadlifts.
Okay.
When the coach tell him do deadlifts, tell him fake an injury. No, because the risk outweighs the reward.
You're right.
If you pull your vertebrae, one of your vertebrae, you're done. Trying to pull too much weight. And kids are always trying to show off.
Right. You're right.
And you ain't there.
You're right.
I've seen kids at Modern Day High School. A coach walks in the door from Alabama. They see him. They all start training harder, putting more weight on the bar, trying to impress him. I saw a guy put so much weight on the deadlift. I felt sorry for the kid. He didn't hurt him. He didn't get hurt, but I thought he was going to hurt himself. And just pulling dead weight off the ground like that. Look, man, that's a movement that should not even be in football. It has nothing to do with football. It can only hurt you. There's nothing good about it. And if you're not there one day, he does that, and he goes, "What happened? Man, I was doing deadlifts, Dad. I hurt my back." Now, he got a chronic injury for the rest of his life. He doesn't make it.
That's a good point.
He doesn't make it.
That's a great point. Yeah.
That's why it's good
it's
to
like
have
you
control
said.
over your kids.
Right.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
You got to have control over your kids. Not the coaches, you. Some coaches didn't like me. I didn't give a shit. I got to have control because I know the coach means well, but I'm not going to let a stupid coach hurt my son and mess up his career because he don't know what he's doing.
Right.
I know what I'm talking about. And I would not do,
Yes, sir.
another thing I wouldn't do is cleans. Don't do cleans.
No
Mess
cleans?
their shoulders up.
Really?
Yeah, you can have, a lot of guys get shoulder injuries and get operations because their clavicle or they hurt their shoulder because of too many cleans.
Oh.
There's certain, look, I'm a bodybuilder. There's certain movements in bodybuilding I wouldn't let my sons do. Like those movements. They don't need them. They're football players.
Yes.
Even squatting. I remember I was freaking strong, man. All of them were strong, right?
Yeah.
But I remember I was really strong in squats. And he wanted to go up to like 4 plates and 5 plates. I said, no. I can do it. I said, no, you can do it, but you're not a bodybuilder. Why do you want to do that? Why do you need to do that weight? Put 375 on and rep it out.
Yes.
You don't need to go 400, 500 pounds. The risk outweighs the
much,
reward. You got to know that.
How do you feel about box squats? How do you feel about box squats? You like
What
box
is
squats?
that?
Or are you against it?
We never did that shit. If I ain't never heard of it, it's already bad. But go ahead.
No, you got to. What you do is you got the box, core box, the vertical box, the box you use for any type of plyometrics or vertical, and you're pretty much backing off the rack, and you just sit on the box. Pretty much working on explosion, getting up, sit on the box.
That's awful. Don't do that. That's how you get injured. Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen guys do that. Listen to me. Let's say you guys. How can I say this to you to make it sense? Make it make sense. If you, let's say you're gonna do squats. I load up the bar with a good amount of weight, not your match, but almost. And I say, I want you to squat all the way down to the ground, and I'm gonna put it on your back, and you got to go from 0 up to stand up. You know how much torque and pressure and strain it puts on the ligaments and the vertebrae? You would never do that.
That's true.
You would never do that.
Yeah.
You squat, you start at the top, go down and come up. Problem is when you hit that bench or that box, they pause every now and then. As soon as you pause, you crunching vertebrae.
Good point.
Plaque. You're killing your spine. And then you're starting from 0 to go up. They say it's explosion. They're stupid. They don't know. Oh my God. Don't do that. They're gonna put them in the hospital.
Yeah.
You want to get explosion?
Got you.
Get the bar and go all the way down.
Yeah.
Not half squats.
Ass to grass.
Mm-hmm. Go all the way down. Come up. Give me 8 of those. I'm at 8 reps with a weight where you can barely get 8. And then guess what? Listen to me carefully.
Yeah.
I want that monkey to jump on your back. So act like your son is running the quarter, and he's coming around that corner, and that monkey jumped on. He's like, oh, now he's struggling. So listen to me carefully. He does 7 reps with a weight, or 8 reps with a weight he can barely get 8 with. Now he's tired. He should be tired after that. I get that drug of 30 seconds. It's his set again. Now that monkey's on his back. Whoa. Listen to me now. Now I put a little more weight on the bar. And I put more weight on the bar. He go again. I get that joke of 45 seconds. He's dead now. He's done. The monkey's on his back. Your turn again. And I put some more weight on. That's how you do it. But you can't do that if you're not eating and sleeping right. You gotta eat a lot of red meat.
You're right.
For breakfast, lunch, dinner.
You gotta eat everything.
That's why I eat dog. I make dog food. You know what my dog food is?
Yeah. I know you always say you gotta eat dirty.
Yeah, it's the dog. I use dog food because dog food is pork and beans and ground beef. I fried it. I get the pork and beans, warm them up, and then I got another pan with the ground beef. Season it up, and I mix them together. And you can eat that like a cold. It don't matter. But it's man, that dog food is good. It's good to get your boys on swole.
It's pretty good.
Well, look, it gets them on swole, and they can put it in their bag. They can take it with them. It'll last all day if they had it in a Tupperware. And right before they go work out, eat that dog food.
Oh, nice. Okay,
man,
got you.
Man,
I got you. Hey, so let me ask you this question. What? Because I think I've heard you say this before, and I've been big on this, and people used to be like, but I don't care. You know, we the same. I don't care what nobody say. We got our own path, our own journey. The route running, getting into the weight room is something new in the last years we've been starting to do, because that, like I said, that's your forte. That's not the route. That weight training is something that you have mastered, and you have been a world class person at that. The route running, the receiver stuff, that's always been my stuff. But I've never been a fan of. But I never had my boys in track.
Don't do track. Don't do track.
I know.
That shit's bullshit. Stay away from that.
Stay away
from it. You're not gonna get in. You're not gonna get that much faster. When people are so stupid.
And then on top of that, I'm seeing a lot of track runners. That play football. They got a lot of torn hamstrings lately.
You almost never see track guys playing football.
That's true.
There's a reason. Track guys ain't football guys. Now, so you may find, look, you're born fast. You're born fast. If I was in the neighborhood, say, "Come, I'm gonna race you to the light pole." We race to the light pole. I win or I lose because the guy's faster or I'm faster than him. Some people fast, some are slow. But you can't get significantly faster, and it takes a long time to build muscle. Let's start over. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get your boys to the league. So the route running you got, they can catch the goddamn ball, but they got to get big. They got to get strong. They already can run.
Yeah.
God bless them with that already. You born fast. You're not born strong. Nobody's born strong, but everybody's born fast or slow. So don't waste your time. You got to make sure your boy is strong. Because they're going to look at him and go, 5'11". Okay, he's a slot guy. And there's a lot of skinny minis playing football, but that don't mean you got to be that. You know?
That's true.
You know, it's your exo shield. You want to make it strong to protect your son's body. So I believe you got to eat right. That's why I say, like you said, I got the cane protein. They got to take protein. Your boy should be taking it 2 times a day. And training, doing nothing. Okay. Nothing matters to them but gaining weight, getting stronger, catching balls, and running routes. Everything else is all bullshit. That's all that matters.
In that order. Yes, sir.
And then when they go out there, now you got another. Let's switch gears. Shit, it's a lot. It's a lot to do. I'm talking about getting to the league. I'm not talking about being good in college. I don't care about that. Now, you got to be careful because sometimes if you're at the wrong school, your boy don't make it. There's a lot of football players at home that should be playing. A lot of football players at home that should be playing in the NFL right now. And they're sitting at home because they didn't get an opportunity. Not because they're not good. They didn't get an opportunity. And they know who I'm talking about. True. And they're going to be chiming in like, yeah, he's right. Sir. Some of the guys, you go, even in college, how did that guy get here? Now, my point is this. If you're at a school and they ain't jiving with what you were trying to do with your son, get out of there.
You're right.
But be honest with yourself if your son is that guy or not. If your son ain't that guy, you stay where you're at and get better.
Yeah.
But if he's that guy, you got to be careful. Because look at Amon-Ra. A lot of people say, now I love USC, don't get me wrong. Great institution. They asked Amon, why did he go in the 4th round? You see, I know why he went in the 4th round. Now, I told my boy when he's at USC, first game, okay, second game, I said, let's get out of here. He goes, no, I want to stay. I said, I had a talk with the head coach. I said, we got to get out of here. You're not doing what we wanted. This ain't, no. I said, if you stay here, I calculated, my boy's a first rounder. And so I typed in all the monies. I said, here's about how much money you're going to make. You'll be within the top 10. And if you stay here, you're not going to go first round. You're losing X number of dollars every game. Get out of here. He said, no, I want to stay.
Yeah.
Now, here's what they did. They're like liberals. You understand? They want to be fair and nice guys. No, we're not nice. We want to eat everything. I tell my son, if I give you a plate of food, eat it all. Don't even give your brothers any. Eat everything. But they don't have that mentality. They're not killers over there. So I saw it. I said, man, this is a problem, coach. He's not going to go first round because of you. I was right. Yeah. And they go, I didn't think Amon-Ra would be that good. Shit, he's always been that good.
Yeah.
We played against Washington. Listen to me. Washington. Washington State, I think it was. Washington State. Amon-Ra had 4 touchdowns in the first quarter. 4 touchdowns in the first quarter. Now, you would think that the coach would go, hey, somebody look up the record. What's the record?
Yeah.
Can he get 10? Can he get 8? What can he get? Let's feed him.
Yeah.
They shut him down.
Let's feed him. Damn.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
Damn. I'm right. I'm clicking with you.
You got to be at the right goddamn school. And the guy has to be able to say, you know what? We like your son. We're going to feature him. Maybe that big school ain't the school for him. You make sure as his father, you pick the right school. We talking about getting to the league.
Hey, man, you talking home to me right now. You hit my heart with this. I ain't gonna lie to you. While I was driving here to talk to you, that what you just brought up, and I didn't even have to bring it up. You already in my mind. That you brought up, you just brought up something I've been thinking about for the last 2 weeks. Like, what is the pathway to get to the league? Is this the right school that he's at? And, you know, he's in college now, so I let him hit his head. But like you said, I'm his father. I can't let him hit his head too much because, like, this shit is cattle. They got kids coming in, kids leaving. And with this portal now, they'll rush your ass in the portal.
Hey, it's wild style. Here's what I would do if I were you. He has to be seen. He has to stand out. If he ain't standing out, Amara didn't stand out. So he suffered. Your son has to stand out wherever he's at. He's at Washington, right? And another thing I hate, I could be wrong, but it seems to me that when I look at ESPN, Sports Center, all this stuff, all they talk about is schools, SEC, Ohio State, Michigan, all these schools. They got good players there, don't get me wrong, but they don't like the West Coast players. They're East Coast bias.
I know.
And all those guys, all those newscasters, Stephen A. Smith, all them fools, they went to school back there. So they're fans of certain schools. And they hate the West Coast. So be careful going to the West Coast schools. Because they're already hated on by the media.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
That's
what, now, they may not like it, but shit, prove me wrong.
And a lot of those media guys, they went to Syracuse.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Media schools, correct?
Connecticut. They all went to them schools. Almost none of them went to schools on the West Coast. Right. And like I said, you got ball players everywhere around the globe. Around the globe. But they have a tendency because they're alumni of X whatever school it is, and they like that school or that conference, and they favor those conference. And they kind of put down the kids from California, West Coast kids.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful there.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I wouldn't go to West Coast school because of that. I wouldn't go to West Coast school because of what I just said. If they don't like it, prove me wrong.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. That's what I've seen.
I got you.
Because we're trying to get them boys to the league.
But like you said earlier, we're trying to get to the league, man. Like you said earlier, you told Amara, you told the coach at SC, hey, man, you heard of my kid's draft stock, and you said it. You just said it. You said, hey, prove me wrong. It happened. Let me ask you this question. Do you feel like sometimes, and this is a deep question for you, do you feel like sometimes that our boys got alpha male fathers, masculine fathers, that sometimes coaches and people on staff that they get what can I say?
They be hating?
They
be hating. Look, let me explain something to you, dog. What people got to understand. Even referees have fans, favorite players, favorite teams. They're from Earth, shit. Because you got the stripes on don't mean you ain't from Earth. If you're from planet Blotar, that's different. But your ass from Earth, then you like blonde hair, brunettes, you got a type. Even if you're a referee, and coaches got a type. Coaches hate certain guys too.
Got a type.
Most definitely.
Man, talk that shit, man. Oh man. So before what you said, it's optics. Before the kid even get on the field and do his shit, they can already be turned off by something already then.
So that's why you gotta find like modern day high school. I love Rollo.
Yeah.
He ain't there no more. But I told Coach Rollo, I said, look here, man. We think about coming to your school. He says, all right. So we talked about everything. I said, look, here's what I paid at Servite High School, private school. I'm willing to pay the same money. It ain't much, but, just a little something. He said, okay.
Yeah.
I said, let me ask you a question, Coach. What if I pay X number of dollars, which is almost nothing, and I drive up tomorrow in a Mercedes? Is there going to be problems? He's only paying $300, but he got a Mercedes. He can afford more. You know what he said to me?
Good point.
Excuse me, he said F. He said F those people. If someone say that to you, tell them to deal with me. So when Rawson said that, I'm like, oh, I can deal with him. I can deal with him. So certain coaches are dogs and hogs, and they want them dogs. You gotta sniff those guys out. Those nice guys, no, don't mess with them nice guys.
Job. You did a great job. I want to give you a hey, I got to give you flowers on that. You did a great job, Mr. Brown, because I've seen games like when they was over there at Modern Day, and Rollison them and JT, they was giving Amara, they were trying to get Amara the ball whenever, like, let's give him the ball. Let's heat our best receiver, best player.
When Osiris was there, same thing. He was eating. Both of them was eating.
Same thing with Osiris.
Both of them was eating.
Both of them was eating.
So I like that. So when I walked in his office, when he said that, I can deal with him. I ain't got a problem with this guy. He got a problem with me. We on the same page. He's a hog. I'm a hog.
Yeah. Yeah, he want to win.
So you got to find a dog like you for your boys. Is my point.
And that's what I've been running into with a lot of these coaches. A lot of coaches passive aggressive. A lot of coaches get intimidated by dealing with a strong father, especially a black father from the inner city. It seemed like they don't know how to look at themselves in the mirror. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I walk up to them. It just seemed like they, and like I tell them, and I know you probably told coaches the same thing. My kids are alpha dogs. They don't know beta dog language. So you gotta kind of be, put your foot on their neck.
Well, let me tell you what I tell coaches. I say, and I'm telling you should say the same thing. I told Rawson, I told USC, I tell every coach that ever coached my kids. We went over to Modern Day. Osiris was going to be a junior. Amon was going to be a sophomore. They sit down in the chair right in front of the coach. I said, Coach, I don't give a shit about their 5 stars, 4 stars. I don't care about none of that. Their last name, I don't care about none of that. You do me a favor. Put them on junior varsity. You don't know them. They don't know you. They don't know none of your coaching staff. They have to earn this. Do not put them on varsity. They were sitting right there when I said it. Put them on junior varsity. All I'm asking is if they earn it, you give it to them. That's what I say fathers should say to coaches. That's what I said to USC too. Don't start him. Put his ass on the bench. He did none. He's a freshman.
Yeah.
I'm going to make him work for it. Coach, if you don't make him work for it, you're hurting him.
Yeah.
Somewhere in life, he got to learn how to work.
That's right.
So, Coach, make him work for it. That's what I say every father should say to every coach. And every coach would respect that.
Make him work for it.
If they earn it, give it to them. That's all I'm saying.
And I think one of the questions, I know we probably got to wrap it up here soon, but I know one of the questions that I had last for you, I know you big on it. How do you feel now in this new era where kids are everybody's first, second, third place? Everything's a consolation prize. Even if a kid loses, he still get a ribbon or a trophy. Do you feel like that is kind of hurting sports in general?
Yeah, it is. But I don't care about that. That's good for me and my boys because we're going to dominate you even more.
I knew you were going to say
it's
something.
True, right? So if they weak, okay, let them breed those weak guys. But we're going to dominate you even more.
Yeah.
So I don't believe in competing. I don't believe in having fun. Just go out and have fun. Oh, how you doing? Yeah. Great. It was we're just having fun. What is that? Fun? Yeah. There's nothing fun about whooping someone's ass. Dominate somebody, nothing fun about that. So I told my kids, we're not competing. We're trying to dominate. So you got to teach your boys to dominate. You teach them how to dominate,
Yes, sir.
You dropped the ball. I didn't drop one ball today, Dad. That's what I'm talking about. How's the route running? Good. You didn't drop no balls. They got to see you. Coach got to see you. Hey, everybody got to see you.
Right.
The whole nation got to see you.
Right. You're right. Like you said in the beginning of this conversation, it ain't about college. It's the path to the NFL.
Hey, you ain't trying to.
Hey,
you're already going to college. You're trying to get to the NFL. How can we get there?
Yeah, come on now. Come on now. You say it's all. Hey, you don't. Hey, we will say we don't go to the brand new car dealership just to go window shop. We go pick something up and get off the lot. We playing this game to finish the line and be where you got EQ and be where you got Amon-Ra.
And if Osiris didn't get hurt, my son Osiris didn't hurt his foot, he'd have made it easy.
Easy. Osiris is a rock. Osiris is one of my favorite. He was
Osiris would have made it easy. So don't tell me your sons can't make all three of them, but you got to get them strong.
Right.
You got them with the route. If they catch,
I got you.
What is a receiver? You got to get open, catch the ball. That's it. That's your job.
That's it.
Once you know they can do that, all the rest take care of itself.
You said 206.
206.
That's the number. 206. Not 205, not 207, not 204.
Gotta be 206. You can't screw with the numbers. You can't screw with the numbers. If people think, well, why is that so important? Just do what you're told. Shit. If you don't understand it, just do what you're told. Sometimes that's the best thing. I got time to explain everything to people. Shit. Just do what you're told. And just stick in there, hang in there. But you got to get your boys to the league. Don't think them schools going to do it.
You're right.
You got to go to practice.
You know what? You got
to go to practice. You got to see, and you got to say, okay, here's what we need to work on. Oh, okay, here's what we got to work on. You have to see that. Coach ain't going to call you, hey, Jackson, here's what you need to work on with your boy. They're not going to do that.
You're right about
They're going to just let him keep running them bad routes, or, if he does a 10-yard comeback, he's not working back to the ball. They don't care if he's not working back. They're not going to say anything.
Yeah. They're going to put somebody else in.
It never stops.
You're right.
It never stops.
You're right.
So you have to get these boys right. Only one move you made that I question, and that is, no offense to Sarah.
What's that?
I love Sarah, but the competition they play against is not good.
No, this year is good, though.
Talk to me.
This year is good, though. Okay, coming out the gate, number 14 in the nation. They got Olu.
Olu is trash.
Coming out the gate, they got Olu. No, they
trash. They ain't never been good.
This year they
they've been trash. They got a kid from look. We went to Olu. I live around the corner from Olu. Let me tell you something. It's the best education school I think around. Out of all schools, that one's number one.
Yeah.
Nicest people in the world. I don't have one bad thing to say about anybody at Orange Blue. The nicest folks. But their program is soft, dude.
They're nice.
It's soft. Who else you got?
They got a cold-ass quarterback this year. He in Nebraska. Second game, we got Warren High School and the young kid, Madden. Third game is Long Beach Poly. Hey, look. Wait, fourth game, I believe we got Oaks Christian.
They're good.
Bishop Vermont.
No good.
Sierra Canyon.
Just okay. No good.
Los Alamitos.
What are you doing? No, seriously.
Oh, man.
Listen to me. You got to you asked me, you called me. I'm just telling you. If those are my boys, there's only two schools they can go to. Bosco or Mater Dei. That's it. Why didn't you put in one of those schools?
That's it. That's all.
I don't understand that. Those are the biggest stages in Southern California. Why? Why you didn't do it?
They are on the biggest stage. I mean, why didn't do Bosco? my oldest was supposed to go to Bosco, and then COVID hit, and we moved to Texas. The other boys, I didn't do them because I heard that Rollinson was stepping down, and
the stage is big though.
Put the whole
the stage is big.
Yeah, the stage is big. The stage is big. The stage is big. Well, there was some rumblings for years that Rollinson was going to fall.
It was me, my 15-year-old son.
Put them through
I'll get him out of there, take him to Mater Dei. Yeah, because they're trying to win. Huh? They're not screwing around. I like Bosco too. Don't get me wrong. Either one of those schools.
What about Certified? You like Certified? No, like Certified?
They're not serious. They got a lot of personal problems over there. They don't treat the African American kids right.
Yeah. Man, I love you, man. Yeah. You keep that shit 100. Hey, man, that's why you keep that shit 100. You a real one. You ain't never lied about that. For real.
I'm operating on experience. For real. Things went down, so I wouldn't go there. I would go to Bosco, or if that was my son, that 15-year-old, he getting out of there. He going to Bosco or Mater Dei, period. Because you got to throw him in the fire, dog.
He wanted to go to.
We trying to get to the league. Wait, let's start over because I got another guest. Come on. We trying to get to the league, right?
All right.
Okay, so he got to get to the fire right now. Look, I'm getting in my car. If I was the father, I'm getting in my car tomorrow. You can't do no with your older boy because he with the residents. But I'm getting up out of there quick. I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm going out of there.
Hey, you got me so turned up. You about ready to have me go. Hey, you about to have me go.
You gotta go down. I'm telling you. That'd be the best move you made,
Bristol, man. Hey, I tell you right now, I respect your honesty and I respect where you've gotten and where you've gotten your boys. So I know at the end of the day, anything you saying,
they gotta get in the fire somewhere.
No,
put them in there right now. Yeah,
you gotta get.
All right, Jackson. Look,
right about that.
We out of time, my brother, but it was really pleasure talking to you. If you want to come back in, because they're like, man, there's a lot of stuff you're gonna be thinking about, and just hit Osiris up, and we'll chop it up again.
I will.
Man, it was wonderful talking to you. I love that. I love talking to you. It was fantastic.
You too. You too. And I'll send Osiris to my boys clips and they videos so you can see what type of players they are.
And I talked to Pinky over here at Sarah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go see some game now. No offense to Sarah program. They got to understand, I'm not talking about the program. Yeah. I'm just talking about the league they're in. They got a lot of talented guys that came out of that school.
I respect that.
That talent got to go into the big league.
Right. You saying they got to
get in the fire? They got a lot of dudes coming out there. You got to get in the fire. Because sometimes you get out there, look.
You're right.
And you playing in the little Paco leagues.
You're right.
And next thing you know, you out there running and doing woo, woo, woo. Then you get to the real stuff, it changes. You go, whoa. The speed done got faster.
Hey,
you gotta get in the fire, dog. All right, big dog.
I got you. And Coach Pinky, speak highly of you.
You got it, brother.
Good job, Mr. Brown. We're gonna keep on stay with it, man.